Hey friends and family, welcome to Marcie Creates. This is Marcie, and welcome to week 4 of our goddess series. Today's goddess, or this week's goddess I should say, is Cailleach. I hope I pronounced that correctly. The Celtic goddess of winter. It says here on the card, force of nature, creation, and protective. So I did look up Cailleach because I don't know much about her. And it's Gaelic, the name. It refers to an older woman. I will link the information that I found on the Mythopedia site. It was a nice, well-written article by Gregory Wright. So I will link that in the description for you if you want to read it. But basically, she's known as the Queen of Winter, Goddess of Cold and Winds. And there are some very interesting things about her that I read in this article. Like I said, very well written by Mr. Wright. And she's kind of known as a veiled old woman with pale skin. She is synonymous with, like, of course, winter. And she is a protector of animals, especially during the dark winter months. And the very cool thing that I read is apparently she has a hammer like Thor and can control thunder and the elements. And in fact, coming up February 1st, she goes to find firewood. Apparently she transforms into a large bird to find firewood. If she makes the weather sunny, then that means that we're going to have a very long rest of our winter. And if she oversleeps, then it'll be gray and stormy and winter will be shorter. And our tradition of the Groundhog Day pretty much is derived from that. So I found that very interesting. So, very, very cool stuff. Do read the article. I think you'll really enjoy it. I did. I'm going to go back and read it again. But anyway, as you can see on this mix here, we have beautiful pale lavenders and ice blue. These look like little ice crystals. I love these boho beads. We've got very sparkly boho beads. These look like snowflakes. And we've just got, it's just a gorgeous palette, very like pale winter looking. So I'm going to do a necklace. I've got some Silversilk pipe chain that I'm going to be using in the silver color, or I can't remember if it's gray or silver, but it's the pipe chain is the one that has the hollow tube so that you can put other stringing material. We are also going to be using this gorgeous Tanzanite SoftFlex because the blue looks gorgeous with these beads. And then I have some bead caps that are really pointy that I thought would be, they kind of are icicle-like, and I thought they were really cool looking. And then I grabbed some seed beads kind of in this pale lavender and this beautiful Tanzanite blue, so we may use those. And I have also some 22 gauge wire, some 18 gauge wire, and so on and so forth. Before I get started on the necklace, I did want to just share with you some new things I found on the Jesse James Beads website. If you haven't been on it lately, they have these really cool window box packs. I bought 2 of them. This one's called Tide Pool, and this one is called Emerald. And they're $6.99. They have 100 plus pieces with toggle clasp. These are really great if you're a beginning beader. You don't have a lot in your stash. And they're very affordable. They come in a multitude of colors. So I will put the link for these in my description. But I thought this was really nice. I know a lot of times people say, you know, this is really expensive. I can't, you know, really do the boxes and whatnot. But I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with these mixes. You've got a lot of pieces here. You can do a lot of things with them. And I'll be playing with these on a future video. So I just wanted to show you those. So my thought for our necklace today, I kind of made a little sketch, but I'm not sure I'm happy with it. I want to do like one of the boho beads. I've already made a few little dangles with these beads, and I just put a bead cap, and I used a ball-headed head pin. Oh, that's the other thing I have from my stash. The kit comes with some big bead caps and beautiful rhinestone rondelles, but I also pulled some more bead caps out of my stash just to have a little bit more variety. But my thought is to use some of the Silversilk and hang the boho bead, and then maybe a little bit of the SoftFlex. We'll have the SoftFlex coming through the pipe chain, and then we'll have these guys, and then we'll bead up the Silversilk and finish off the necklace. So that's the idea that I had. So for right now, I'm thinking that I want to go ahead and make our focal bead with the dangles. So we'll do that first. And so I'm just going to grab the bead caps, the dangles, and I think I'm going to use the 18 gauge wire to put this together. So I'm loving using the Silversilk with these goddess projects, and I got a bunch in very recently, all different colors and stuff like that. I did it just in the nick of time because Neil went on vacation. I get his emails, and you know, you can sign up for that on his website, Silversilk and More. And he had put a message out that orders were going to take a little longer after a certain date because he was not going to be around, taking some time off. So good for him. And I'm so happy I got my order in before that happened. Anyway, so I'm just going to do a basic loop here. I am going to attach our dangles and then close up the loop. And I just did 3 dangles. There's 4 of these in the mix, but I just grabbed, I just realized this one's shorter than this one. Oh, I kind of like that actually. How fortuitous. Kind of gives it a little bit different look there. All right, so now I'm just wrapping. This is 18 gauge. You can use 20. I just like the sturdiness of it with these bigger boho beads. Hope you're having a good Sunday. I hope you caught my video yesterday. We did, we played with Dee Dee's bead box. That was fun. I was a little silly. What else is new, right? Just, I love it when I have time to play with my beads, and weekends are awesome for that reason. So here is the bottom of my focal piece. And I'm just going to add this boho bead. And I'll probably save this other one for earrings or maybe another necklace at some point. So we're channeling our frozen winter with the frost. And I think I'm just going to leave it just like that. Now I want a larger loop at the top here so I can get around this Silversilk nicely. And I am going to use, let me see if I can find my bail making pliers. Had them just a second ago. Ah, there we go. I'm just going to use, these are my small ones. I'm going to use the bigger one of my smaller They make a nice loop. All right, we're going to wrap this. I hope you're enjoying the Goddess series. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad I got all the mixes. I really do love the concept, and I love learning all about these goddesses, especially the ones. There have been quite a few in this wintry mix that they came out with that I had never heard of before. So that's been fun to do research on that. All right, so here is our focal piece. Love it. And I'm going to construct this next. This is going to be a little bit involved. I'm going to be using the pipe chain, but we're also going to thread the SoftFlex through it. But I'm also going to put some wire through there. And I'm trying to think. I think I'm going to try the 18 gauge. I'm hoping it's not going to be too thick, but let me just grab. And I am grabbing more than, so I have this piece. I want to say it's about 5 inches or 6 inches. I'm cutting more than that. We're not going to use all this wire, but I just didn't want any interference when I slid it through there. And then the SoftFlex, I'm going to pull more. All right, and I think I'm going to put the SoftFlex through here first. So we're going to slide that through. Not worried about even yet. Okay. So you can see I've got that through the little hole. This pipe chain is so versatile. So now I'm going to put this. And the reason I'm putting the wire in here too is because I'm going to want to shape this a certain way, and it wasn't going to stay obviously with just the Silversilk in it. And I haven't tried this before, so I'm trying to make sure that I can fit both through here. Cross your fingers. Almost got it. All right. Okay, I did it. All right, so if you try to do this, I would put the Silversilk, the SoftFlex through, and then we've got this, and now we can bend this pipe chain any way we want. And I'm not going to do anything really complicated, but I just thought I wanted to make a V shape, so I'm just going to do this, and then pinch right here. We'll see how this goes. Again, I've not done this before. And I'm just, like I would if it was just wire, I'm just pinching so it's a little uneven. Let me walk that back. Maybe with my fingers first would be better. So I'm just pressing gently. Yeah, that works better. Okay. Maybe I'll just pinch that slightly if I can. Okay, so now those are together, and I'm just gonna open it back up. And that's what I was thinking of. So let's put our focal piece. So we have a nice V. That was kind of what I was going for. And it helps to have that wire a little bit bigger. I mean, longer than the SoftFlex. I mean, I'm using too many products. I think you mean everything I know, but I meant this is longer than the pipe chain, the Silversilk. Okay. So now we have this, and then I thought, well, that's cool. Maybe we can, I don't know if I want to put a few beads on here or not. I'm just going to try it and see how I like it. That doesn't want to fit. Well, we may not have to worry about it. And that's okay. I don't know if I was wild about that idea or not, to be honest. But the V shape to me is more of the icicle shape. Oh, well, that, no. All right, so problem solved. So here's our V. Okay, and then, so the other question is, do I want to make it kind of a curvy V? And by that, I mean just gently, I think I do want to gently slope it. And from here, you can decide how narrow you want it. You can make a really deep V. I think I'm just gonna, we're gonna do that. And let me trim the wire. We don't need the wire poking out. Now that we have it where we want it. And now we can put on our bead cones. These I got on Amazon. They came in a little kit. I'll show you the kit. I'll link this in my description if you want to get any. It was pretty affordable, and it came in a nice case. And what's nice about these is you can use the case later once you've finished. But you've got copper, bronze, kind of a darker silver, which I'm using here, a bright silver, and a bright gold. So, nice little case. I'll link that in my description for you, in case you want to get any. So, back to stringing here. We're going to have to be, it wants to slide through all these little openings. There we go. That will take some finessing. I don't know, this kind of looks old world to me. And then you can pinch these little ends in to make your, so it's a nice little finished end there. I think I like that. All right, so let's do the other one. All right. These are cool. Let me just tighten those up a bit. Okay. Kind of looks like antlers, like from a deer. It's kind of cool. Okay. Then I wanted to do some more stringing wire. Oh dear, what did I do with it? Did I drop it? That I wouldn't put it past me. Oh, here it is. Right in front of me. So I don't need a big piece. We're not going to go all the way up with this. Okay. So the idea here is to take a bunch of these little, here's where the seed beads are probably going to have to come in. So let me grab, I love these. I think they pick up this really light purple pretty. Grab some of those. These are number 11. Kind of an iridescent purple, lavender. And I was just going to do, I think, maybe, I probably need more than one in between. We'll see how that looks. So I thought we would hang this just right here. Maybe I'll put a round bead in between these, and I'll do 3 on each side. Little snowflake. That might be too. I think that's going to be too big. Let's do a smaller one. These translucent beads are hard to see where the hole is. Note to self and to you guys. Let me cut this at an angle. If you are using seed beads with your SoftFlex, it does help to make a little angle cut on the edge of your, that way you can grab your seed beads. It's a little thing that she says as she flings the bead. That's a little thing that I learned. All right, and let me grab another one of these. This might be too... Oh, that should fit. Let's try the other side. These are so pretty. I love this color. Some people, I think, call it cornflower blue, but I just love it. It was always one of my favorite crayons in the box. You know, the big box of the 64 with the sharpener? I always gravitated towards this one. And I wish I could remember what it was called in the box. I think it was called cornflower blue. I think. Anybody remember that? Anybody got some Crayolas they can look at? Didn't you love the way the Crayolas smelled too? Especially when they were new. That's a happy smell for me. Crayons. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. I like that. And then we'll put a round bead. We'll see. We'll see. And then we may finish up with more of the pipe chain. Got to think on that. All right. So let me grab some crimps. And we will attach. Let me zoom in just a little. I hope that's not too much. Back out just a little. I just want you to be able to see. Oh, you know what? When I put that there, it's going to slide into this thing. So I'm going to put a seed bead in its way. There. I just don't want that crimp to slide into the tube, and then I can't. You know, I can't get it where I want it. Okay, so now we have 2 pieces of the SoftFlex, and we're going to crimp. We'll crimp this side first. Cool. Oh, we need a seed bead. And a crimp bead. Okay. Now I'm going to try to make this as even as possible. So let's see. That looks pretty close. Okay. Here goes nothing. I think I mentioned on an earlier video about this show that they have with Jodie Foster, True Detective, and this goddess is the goddess of winter. So on that True Detective, it's night. It's supposed to take place in a fictional town in Alaska when the sun doesn't come up for a long time, for days. And this is, I'm channeling that show, I think, with this necklace. Okay, so I am going to put some crimp covers at a later time here. Let's see, what do we want to put? Okay. Might not need to if I've got if this bead, oh, so the bead cap might hide that. I might not need to put that's always fun. So no need to cover that. That's nice. Let's see how that looks. Let's put a I like that. Okay. Oh. So these filigree, look what I did. See how I strung that right there? It happens. Kind of watch out for that. These are really pretty beads though. I love them. Very ornate. But I wondered why that rondelle wasn't sitting there right, and that's why. Okay, there we go. I'm going to take advantage of all these rondelles because they're beautiful. Very pretty. All right, let's do this side. I like that I don't have to use a crimp cover. These are really fun. I'm going to zoom out in just a minute so you can get a better idea of how this is all looking together. Oh, see, I did it again. Okay. I'm going to pan out here. So this is what we have. Ooh, I like it. I like it. So this is what we have. And I'm wondering, do I want to do another? Maybe we want some smaller bead caps. Ooh, I have these baby rhinestone rondelles too. Let's do that. And then a bead. And then one of these. I think we'll leave it. Although I am going to use, I thought I was going to use more of this. All right, let me continue. I'll think that through in a minute. Got his creation on the fly. Okay. All right, so we could get some smaller what I'm thinking about is how the Silversilk is going to fit in there without having frayed edges. Let me just think about that. Or is it really necessary to use it? You know what? I think we're used all. I think this is good, actually. I think if I do too much, then we're just going to take away from what we did down here. That's going to be pretty on. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it. And I'm going to leave these beads for maybe earrings or a bracelet. So to finish this off, let's do a couple of small bead caps from my stash. I'm just using some little tiny daisy looking ones. That's pretty. All right, so all we need to do now, I have a lobster claw and I have a little bit of chain and I have a jump ring. So I think I want to make this adjustable a little bit. Let me cut this extra. I always save my scraps of my, well, when it doesn't go flying across the room. When it doesn't go flying across the room, I save my SoftFlex scraps because you can do a lot of stuff with them. All right. So, oh, I need more crimp beads. One thing I want to check on this chain, I want to make sure that the SoftFlex can't slide through the, I think these are soldered shut. You got to check your chain because you don't want it to slide out of there, and I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Let me put, maybe I'll make a small dangle to hang from that as well. That'd be pretty. It is always nice when you can make something adjustable. I mean, I tend to wear long earrings, but, you know, depending on the top you're wearing, you know, or the top of the dress or whatever it is, you may not want so long, you know, you may not want it so long. I tend to wear tunics and things that hang pretty much straight down. So and then I like layer with, I love to wear kimono, flowy kind of tops. And so long necklaces look really nice. But if you want things shorter, it's nice to have that option. I go for comfort, which means a tunic top usually. Okay, so let's grab this lobster. Because I do want some of this SoftFlex showing. It's so pretty. I love this color. That's not a color I want to cover. Of course, I never want to cover any of it, but, you know. Also, with these, I got to play with these some more, these little translucent seed beads with this color. I bet that's would be really pretty in like some fringe or dangles or something, because this tanzanite color would show through that iridescent bead. Can you guys believe it's almost February? What happened? Oh gosh, just flies by. Okay, so of course I'll put crimp covers, but I'm just gonna, so we've got a little bit of an extra here, and I'm gonna take one of these head pins and make a little dangle, I think. But these beads are kind of big. Oh, we'll use this guy like we did down here. So yeah, that'll work. That'll be a nice echo to the rest of the design, I think. I got Ginger under me, so you're gonna see a little video of her. I have my electric blanket on and she likes burrowing under it. So she's literally right at my feet. But as soon as she realizes I'm filming her, she gets shy. So she did get a little shy, but I think the first part you'll be able to see her pretty good. Cha-Cha has commandeered the couch, so she's out in the living room. But I know you haven't seen either of the puppies in a while, so, and I do hear the comments, more puppies. So, you gonna get more puppies. We aim to please over here at Marcie Creates. All right. Alrighty. Let's see what we got. Move this stuff back. Oops. All right. Cailleach. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. The Winter Queen. What do we think? This was fun to put the wire in there and bend it. You could do a lot more. And I'm thinking like 20 gauge wire or 22, actually probably 20. You could get a little more creative with the shapes. The 18 is pretty thick, but next time I try this technique, I may try 20 to see if I can do some extra kind of shapes with it. But I like the fact that I could make that a V. You could wire wrap something right here too. That'd be kind of interesting. But this turned out really nice. I love these colors. They're so beautiful. And very wintry, but very pretty. That's just a really nice looking frosty kind of palette. Yep. So thanks for joining me on week 4 of the Goddess series. Of course, next week I will be bringing you yet another goddess. I think this is week 4, so we have 6 to go. So we're not even halfway through yet. Next week will be halfway through. But it's been fun. And They still have goddess mixes also on the website at Jesse James Beads. So I will also, you know, with the link, you should be able to find the goddess mixes. I'm also going to make sure that these guys that I showed you are linked, because these are pretty cool. So future videos coming for those. What else do I have going on? I have Ginger coming to you in a minute. I have not played with Sam's box yet, but Brittany Shavers over at Turquoise Street helped collaborate with that, so I'm super excited to dive into that. And I have not touched my bargain bead box yet. So yeah, more stuff coming. So stay tuned. Again, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. I need more subscribers. I really would love more. It really does help me. So with that, I'm going to tell you good evening. Thank you again for all the sweet comments. I so appreciate it. And stay tuned for Ginger. Ginger, what are you doing? Are you getting under the covers? You under the covers in Mama's desk? Yeah, we making videos? Are you my girl? Are them ears just gonna make you fly? You like the flying nun? That's an electric blanket. Is it nice and warm? Yeah, it's kind of chilly out. You tell everybody hi? Say hi, everybody. I'm hanging out with Mama. I'm making sure nobody bother her while she make jewelry. You don't want to be a star? Ginger, why are you being shy, honey? Are you so cute? You know I'm talking about you. Okay. Do you have Mama's blankie? She's gotten shy all of a sudden. Okay, sweet girl. I'm going to leave you be.